Hello farmers, welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. Wrapping up our grass bales that we cut up last episode. Getting those taken care of, and like I thought, we are out of room in the silo for sugar beets. So I gotta start selling it. Our sugar plant is full, our silo is full. Now I could go ahead and probably bring it over to the eastern side and put it in that silo, but I think we'll just go ahead and sell it straight up to the sugar factory over here. Western Sugar Plant, I think is what it's actually called over here. I mean, it'll give us a little bit extra cash. I would like to put it into our silo and just make sugar into it because it's much more profitable, but we are full. Just full. But we are going to be selling the silage bales today. I do believe the price is still, I didn't check. Yeah, $209 at the barn. It's about one of the best prices we have seen. I think the best price we have seen is like in the teens, like $215, $16, somewhere in there. Usually we can get over $200 for the most part, but lately it's been just shy of $200, so today should be a good day for selling these bales. If you're new to the channel, these bales that we do have, these bales are 20,000 liter bales that we have. So should get a lot of cash for these. Usually we get like right around 160, 170-ish, I think. And we usually get about 39 bales when we cut this grass here. Our cotton harvest is going along fine. Our sugar beet harvest is kind of in the pause mode right now because I have no place to put the sugar beet. And as you can see in the cotton field, I already got 3 modules and he's working on the 4th one. So last time when we harvested, I was like short one module. And on that cotton harvester, that's like 40,000 liters, which is quite a bit. So what we did was we plowed the field just to help reset it. We're not playing seasons or anything like that, so I don't think that should affect it at all. But it seems to be working okay now. And just as soon as we get done wrapping up these bales here, the T8 that we have here, can I grab just one of these bales? Thank you. Yeah, I need to drop off this wrapper, and I need to put the plow on it, and he can start plowing probably the sugar beet field if I can keep up with it. Actually, no, because where I need to start them, I need to finish the harvest first. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and take care of the sugar beets next. The contract finally came up for field 33 for barley. Is that field barley? And I didn't check, though. Where am I taking it? Don't be up in the northern, to the bakery. Oh, right across the street. Perfect. So barley across the street. We can definitely manage that. So there's all of our silage bales wrapped and ready to be delivered. Just got to pick them up with the autoloader and we'll be good to go. So the next thing I need to do actually is keep the beet harvest going. So we need to go pick up our truck was over at the sugar factory, and we'll deliver the sugar beets I got left. I just barely topped off our sugar factory, so it shouldn't take much more. So we have 500,000 liters in our silo at the hog barn, and our sugar factory is full. So, yeah, time to go ahead and sell some of those. So this is the sugar beet that I have left from emptying the silo in our sugar factory. So around 50,000 liters. This isn't the best price on the map. The other best price is at actually Agro Wholesales, but that price is dropping. But I will take $5,800 for that sugar beet right now, since I have nothing else. I have nowhere else to put it. I mean, I guess I could actually dump it on the ground and then pick it up later, but should I do that actually? I mean, it'd be interesting. How many more loads of sugar beet are we going to get? Because I mean, I can just throw it on the ground at the by the hog barn. Yeah, he's not going to have much left to do. Yeah, so instead of selling it, yeah, let's go ahead and we'll dump it down. We'll dump it down by the hog barn. Because it's not like I can't rip through this sugar beet in the next couple of days at the sugar factory. Boy, the sugar factory is going to be busy. Plus, I could also top off the pigs with the sugar beet as well. I guess I could do that. Use up some of it. But we'll dump it on the ground for now and then pick up with the wheel loader. Let's see, what time is it today? It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah. I might be able to put another load into the sugar factory. No, I have to wait until tomorrow. So I'll just sit there for a day. That'd be good for it. Gives a chance for it to air out, dry out, whatever it needs to do. I don't know if it needs to be dried out. I have no idea. But let's go dump this into or not into, but onto the ground over by the hog barn. And our cotton harvester is done. I'm pretty sure he's going to have like 34,000 liters in there. That's usually what he has. Now we just got to wait for that cotton price to go back up at our self-marketing sell point, which is up by the sheep. And hopefully I don't have no problem selling that in there. Although I did use that on Green Mountain Forest. Well, we sold wool at Green Mountain Forest at that self-marketing area. Haven't done cotton there yet. Yeah, so let's go ahead and dump this on the ground. Now the problem is 90,000 liters on the ground is going to look like a lot, probably. And another work... Oh, that'd be my root crop harvester. Yeah, of course they're finished. They only had a little strip left. Need to take it easy around this corner because every time, usually when I come on this corner, there's traffic coming, but none today. Alright, let's go put this somewhere where it's going to be kind of easy to get to. I mean, this corner over here seems reasonable enough. I just hope I don't get too close to the fence line and it bleeds through the fence line, because then I got to go around and pick it up everywhere. This is something I don't think I've ever really done, just drop crops on the ground. Is it Control Y or Control I? It's Control I. Just let it pile on up. So actually the pile is actually not as big as I thought it was going to be, so that's not bad. It's not bad. We can live with that for a day or so. Alright, let's go back and empty out our root crop harvester and get our TA over there. Start plowing that field. And then I can probably cultivate the fields. And then go ahead and spray the fields. And then, of course, reseed the fields. And then what I'll probably do, and since I don't need the truck and trailer anymore after I get the rest of the sugar beet, I'll send him over to the east side and we'll get our cotton harvester, our combine harvester, and we'll start doing the barley field contract. Because I want the extra barley for our bakery so we can start making some bread, and fingers crossed at some point sell that. And then probably tomorrow is when we'll start harvesting our barley fields that we planted. And then by then, yeah, I just said it that way. The upper plateau should be ready, so it's just a circle of life. The only thing that kind of put us behind is, of course, it rained the other day, and that just backed us up a little bit, because this should have been done a day ago. But oh well. Let's turn around here and get my fat butt through there. Always just enough in here to make me have to go back for another trip, but more crop the better. That just means more cash. Alright, let's go park this up and get it out of the way. Are you folding up, please? There you go. And then we'll fold up the header so I can park that closer to the fence. Yeah, we'll have to get our cotton modules out the field as well so we can start cultivating. Is my cultivator over here? Is that still... I did not bring it back over yet. Well, I have to bring it back. No, it's right over here. Okay, that's right. I repaired it. I repaired it after doing the contracts over there. Probably should wash it, but you know what? It's fine. It's all good. And this does not need to be repaired or anything. That looks pretty good because we repaired it last time after doing the contract in field 35. Close that on up. Let's go ahead and just jump over here and grab the truck instead of me running that far over. Let's move this to the side. Actually, might as well drive right over to the T8. That'll make it a little bit easier. And then we'll move the cotton harvester. Unload that. Got a lot of work to do still over here on the western side, don't we? Pick up those silos bales, sell those quickly. I should be able to get all those onto the trailer. The good news is I'm not paying any workers right now, but I will be in a second. So I need to start him up in the, well, that would be what, the southwest corner of the field down there. Would that be the southwest corner? I think so. Yeah, I need to start him in that corner because it's right next to the fence line. So if I start him down here, he may not get that little section. Not that it would matter much because it'd be such a small section that he'll miss, but it does count as 15% not being plowed. And of course we did sugar beet, so now it needs to be plowed. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 modules, and it should be 3/4 of a module in our cotton harvester. So once that cotton price gets back up to around $2,000, we'll have 8 modules. Two of the modules won't be quite full, but be close enough. Yeah, see, our root crop harvester didn't come up to the corner either because it's kind of close to this fence line. But I'm not going to bother bringing everything back just to get this little bit of sugar beet. This is not Uncreate Fields, is it? No. Just wanted to be sure. Perfect. He's up and going. Let's jump into the cotton harvester. And we'll spit this one out. So actually it's at 28,000. So I said 34. Kind of close. And I always repair the cotton harvester when we're done with it because it's pretty well much down there. And it just makes it so much easier to have a fully repaired cotton harvester. So when it gets back to harvesting this field next time, you won't be harvesting at 9 miles an hour. Which is a lot faster than the in-game one. But I like him to get done in a day on this field. Is this kind of a... the only thing about this is can't really park it into the shed here. I mean, I could put another shed down like we have over there, but I'm running out of room for that as well. Yep, refueled this, repaired this. The cultivator is repaired as well. Go ahead and unfold this and get him somewhat lined up. I don't want to start him working yet. So I got a lot still to do before I can get those modules out. And it's not going to take him long to cultivate that field at all. And do I want to wash it? I guess I could. I'm here. But we're not going to. We're going to keep it messy. Nope. Oh, I grabbed the pressure washer. There we go. Repair that for $2,000. But it needs to be done. It's going to be nice, though, having another day where we're paying off over $500,000 on that loan. All right, we'll park that there. Everything, I'm running in the wrong direction. Yep, I'm going to go dump these sugar beets in the hog barn area, where we dumped them just a few seconds ago. And I believe my flatbed trailer is over there as well. So I can drop off this trailer, grab the flatbed trailer, and we'll start picking up some of these. Well, first we'll get the cotton modules off the field, so the case quad can get to work. And we'll put those right over there with those. And then we can come over here and pick up the silage bales, go sell those for hopefully $160,000, $170,000. Yeah, then these fields we're pretty much getting ready to be flipped over. So there's 40,000, 80,000. And if you do your math right, that means this is 120,000 liters of cotton. And of course, that was 28,000. So 148,000 liters of cotton off the field this harvest. Not too bad. I think these will have to sit outside the shed. So we'll just pop those right there is good. So we'll grab that fourth one, and then the case quad can go ahead and start cultivating that field. And then at some point, the T8 can grab the sprayer behind us and spray the fields with some slurry. Let me try to turn that back on so when I zip past here. Got it. Yeah, the T8 is already ripping through that field pretty good. Let's go ahead and start the quad as we're going by it. Something I don't really ever use is the quad. Well, the farm uses it. I don't ever really use it because the only thing I ever really use it for is for cultivating. And off they go. Yeah, I have to cultivate that field because with cotton, if I run over the stalks, it damages the stalks and I can't replant where they are. Let's make sure this is off. Yep, there we go. Yeah, that's the problem I kind of have with it. And unload that. And now we'll switch this to large square bales. Turn it on. And I believe we should be able to get every bale off this field. Although sometimes we do get 40 bales off of here, so if I do that, I'll just leave one extra. Which is fine because I do believe we got a straw bale. Is it a straw or grass bale? Or is it a hay bale? It's something. And it's right over there on the left-hand side. We'll leave that there for last. If I got room for it, then we'll load it up and go sell it anyways. There's 13 bales right there. Yeah, so the issue that we had last time over here and what we used to call Lagville, I'll have to come up with another name for it now, that the Pepsi factory is gone and yep, no more stuttering, no more lags. It's all good over here. You doing okay turning around there? Yeah, I know, I kind of put a factory there and you're probably like, if that factory wasn't there, well, you still got the fence line to deal with. Didn't take me too long to wrap up these bales today. Some days it seems like it takes forever. Then, like today, it seemed like it wrapped them up in no time flat. Yes, there's 26 bales. Seems like it was a good grass harvest this time. I probably could have got my combine harvester going, started harvesting some barley. But that harvest may go on through the night. Yep, so perfectly 39 bales is what we always get, and that's 39 bales, leaving that one straw bale, which I'll probably just leave there. Is it straw bale or hay? Yeah. I don't remember now. Playing with seasons and without seasons, yeah. In seasons, a straw bale, a hay bale in seasons kind of looks like a straw bale almost. Let's go ahead and unload those. So there's 159. Yeah, so like 165-ish. Actually 163. 163.3 is what we got out of it. Pretty darn good, getting us up to $871,000 in our bank account, which means right now I could pay $770,000 off the loan, which is a huge chunk. We'll just keep digging into that loan. But it already feels good that our loan interest is below $100,000. But now I'm shooting for, I guess, think my next goal really on here is just to get the loan underneath $30 million. That'd be nice. So with our T8 plowing the field, and of course a case quad doing the cultivating, actually it'll be our autonomous tractor that will be fertilizing the fields. I should have enough pig slurry. The thing that we might be kind of low on is manure, the cow manure. We kind of ran short when we're spreading the manure on the upper plateau. While I'm here, I need to switch this back over to pallets because when I was dumping off the sugar beet, lumber pallets, egg boxes, cotton modules. Nope, where are you? Pallets, there we go. Yeah, our sugar factory is almost full. I wonder if this thing is still here, this invisible, yep. I don't know where that came from, that invisible, I'm going to say it's just an invisible post. I don't know if it's part of the bakery or where it is, but yeah, there's been a visible pulse there forever. All right, load those up. Just get them out of there. Yeah, we got sugar. Speaking of, let's see what the sugar price is right now. We're looking for upwards of, well, the bakery could be the go-to. The bakery is usually the go-to, and it's $8.45 and rising. Actually, let me pick up these just to kind of get like a full trailer. There we go. I'll turn that off. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate about the Pepsi factory. I probably should give the new Pepsi factory a try. The only issue would be then I have to put down the carton factory so I can get the pallets and carton. I think it's pallets and cartons is what we need. So the next step for us to do is we're going to grab this trailer right here, bring it over to the east side of the lower plateau and get our combine harvester going. And yeah, we're going to start harvesting that barley field for that contract. I think they're paying us, what was it, $18,000 plus the extra barley we get out the field, which is always nice. And we have no problem harvesting any kind of crops in field 35 and 33 because the extra money is always good. Let's just zip on down through here. Very nicely. Yeah, I'm not stuttering, freezing. Just moving right along. No problems whatsoever. I got to double check on the hay situation as I pass traffic where I shouldn't. Just so next time the grass field's ready for cut, which would be in like 2 days, I got to figure out do I need hay or can I go ahead and make silage again? Zip on through here. I should be checking the milk price as well, because we do have tons of milk. Let's just zip on in here. What's the milk price doing for us? Not good, so don't bother. Don't bother. Farm silo. There's my combine. Wait for the combine to wake up before it rolls forward. And in case you didn't know, there is now a mod on the Giants Mod Hub, I believe, to where you can pick up straw doing contracts. So since the game came out, when you do a contract like we're getting ready to do for barley, wheat, and also oats, as for base game crops, yeah, you could always leave a straw swath, but you can never pick it up. But now there's a mod to allow you to pick up the straw on a contracting field if you wanted to do so. I don't have the mod installed, but just let you know it's out there. I don't want to leave a swath. No, I don't want to leave a swath, so we're going to turn that off. The one thing I'm surprised, I know I mentioned it a couple times, and I don't know if it's been on this Let's Play or other ones. In 17, there was a mod for chopped straw, meaning, so when you harvest like this, we put down the chopped straw. If you were to seed the chopped straw into the ground, it counted as a stage of fertilization. I'm surprised that mod has not made it back. Seems kind of weird that it hasn't. Let's go ahead and get some of this field harvested, and then I'm going to probably put it on the worker because I want to head on over back to the west side and get the autonomous tractor and get that starting to fertilize our grass field, our cotton field, and our sugar beet field. Now they almost got a full load out of the combine. I see some of my workers are getting done over back on the west side. Let's go ahead and we'll bring this load to the bakery, which is just behind us. And then we'll head over to the west side. Take care of our workers wherever they park the vehicles. Put them aside. And we'll grab our autonomous tractor and set him off on a worker, because that's what you do with the autonomous tractor. And get him to putting some slurry down. I have to make sure my settings are back to where they need to be. I just realized, do I still have traffic turned off? I may have turned traffic off last time because of the Pepsi factory and the lag, and I couldn't deal with the traffic and everything. Let's go ahead and check that while that's loading into there. No, traffic is on. Okay. Really? No traffic was going by here. How interesting. I am selling... Okay, yeah. I started putting it in here. I'm like, wait, did I bring this to the right spot? Because I did not know. But it looks like we were getting a good yield off the barley, though. 3 rows and almost at a full tank. So who finished doing what? Okay, so the T8 kind of finished his work there. And the quad is going to town. He will cultivate the field over there. Someone did ask me on an older episode just recently why I cultivate a field when I have a seed drill that cultivates before it drills. And if there are real farmers out there, you know, this is what I've been told by some farmers around where I am, because I have asked a couple of them. They will cultivate a field as well after they plow it, because the seed drill, apparently, even though there's a cultivator on it, that's good for, like, say this field like right here where we harvested the cotton. If we didn't plow it, then they would just go ahead and re-drill it back with cotton if they wanted to. But after they plow a field, they will cultivate it, just because the seed drill, yeah, doesn't, I guess they said it can probably do it, but your yield is going to be terrible because this cultivator on the seed drills aren't really meant to do it after it plows the field. I guess it all depends on the kind of plow that you're using on the farm, I suppose. Yeah, I got a couple different answers from different farmers on that. So, but if you are a real farmer, just go ahead and leave a comment below. What am I doing? I'm dropping that off there. The T8 is kind of done for now. And now we will grab our autonomous tractor, which is way over here. And what you would do with the autonomous tractor is you would actually stand on the back of it with your remote control, from my understanding, and then drive it around. And once you set it up, yeah, you can control it that way. We did have a Fendt tractor. Was it a Fendt tractor? Yeah, so you can see like that little step stool right there. That's where you should be standing on. We did have a Fendt tractor, but this came out and I said, we got to try that. I have seen some videos that Case put out a while ago of this thing actually in action in it. It does look weird, for sure. I know some people are like, oh, I don't like, you know, not the tractor driving itself. I'm like, well, technically a lot of tractors drive themselves now anyways. You just set up GPS and the driver does basically, I don't want to say just sits there. I mean, they do monitor the stuff, but they basically just sit in like a harvester or what have you and just let GPS drive it around. Alright, so let's go ahead and unfold this. While it's unfolding, I gotta go back to my settings just to make sure, because sometimes this does switch it up. So slurry from the hog barn, yes, and manure from the cows, yes. If I go to here, how much slurry do we have? 338,000 liters of slurry. I'm just curious though, how much manure do I have for the cows now? 93,000. That's quite a bit already. But then again, we do have quite a few cows. Let me go ahead and back this up. You know what? That's good enough. That's good enough. I don't want to try to square it up too much. Alright, so on a helper you go. That way you take it directly right from the cow slurry, and I don't have to go back and refill you all the time. It's the great thing about that. Okay, so how are you doing, sir, ma'am? So actually, like I said, we don't get to use this much. So we're going to finish up this cotton field ourselves, which is not going to take us long at all, because this thing is wide and the working speed on this is rather good. Now the problem is I suck at driving an articulated tractor until I get used to it. I got to drive it a bit in order to get used to it again. And the one thing I probably should put in on my steering wheel, I got the G27 wheel, I probably should put in a little bit of a dead zone. I have a 0 dead zone on my steering wheel, so any little bit I turn is kind of noticeable, but I'm starting to get the hang of it. And of course, those of you who have steering wheels will understand when I start talking. Yeah, my degrees of rotation on here are pretty low, so any minor steers I do, you will notice it. And looks like our combine harvester is just about full, and it's going to have to wait until we finish cultivating this field. We'll go empty it out, put it into the trailer. I'll go deliver that to the bakery, and we'll probably wrap up the episode there. I'll probably do a little bit more work before I finish at night. The next episode will probably start off with me in this same day nighttime mode, and we'll pay off some of the loan together as much as we can. And then we'll probably be overdoing all of our barley fields. While I think the T8 will be the one seeding the fields down here. Yeah, we already said the autonomous tractor can't quite handle the weight on the back. At least with that seed roll. This bottoms out. That's why our sugar beet field looked as weird as it did. So this is basically all we use the quad track for, is to cultivate the fields over here. But it seems to me, yeah, going back when we started this series with a $55 million loan, yeah, it took us a while to get below 50, just to get a stockpile up for food for the animals and get the fields really going. And of course, you know, paying $160,000 every night for loan interest. It took us a little while to get down below 50. Then of course, I thought things was going to go great. We sold everything at Mercury Farms, came here, and Mercury Farms was only to be able to put up $8 million towards the loan. But I mean, that was a great help to begin with. I think they got us down to like, what, about 44, 43 million, somewhere in there at that point. And yeah, not long ago it seems like we got below 40 million. Now here we are sitting, I think we're at 34.5 million. We're, by the end of this in-game night, yeah, we'll be down to 33 million. And at some point, we got a lot of milk to sell. We got a lot of cotton to sell. I don't want to say we got a lot of wool to sell. Yeah, we do have over 100,000 liters of wool, but we're talking, we'll probably get somewhere around $80,000 for it. Does that seem right? Yeah, I think so. We'll probably get like $80,000 for the wool that we have now, which is, you know, it's really nice, but it's not a huge amount. Like we did the eggs the other day. We sold eggs. I mean, we had tons of eggs. And what did we get? Like just like 600 grand for the eggs, I think we sold. Maybe $500,000. I forgot what we started with, but I know we ended up with just shy of $700,000 when we ended up selling them. So yeah, probably we'll say like $500,000 in eggs. In eggs. Let's pop on some lights. Not that I really need them, but it doesn't look dark to me right now, but the time the video gets uploaded to YouTube, it probably is darker than it looks. But after I get done cultivating this, I will cultivate the sugar beet field that we just plowed. And I'll get the TA over here. I won't bother seeding the fields until tomorrow. I don't want to get half of a field seeded this evening and sleep till the night and finish seeding the next day, just because I always like having the fields growing evenly. I hate when they grow unevenly. Drives you nuts, especially when it comes time for harvest. You got like 1/3 of the field's like ready for harvest, and the other 2/3 like, nope, you got to wait another 12 hours, or depending on your growth speed that you got going. We're on slow, so it probably takes like 12 hours or so before the other section. It's like 12 hours for every growth section, I believe. But we also got to keep our eye on the sugar. Yeah, how much was that sugar going for? We might be selling sugar later on as well. What was it? 830. We'll take a quick peek at it here just as soon as I get done with this field and get the worker started on the sugar beet field. Can I get this all in one pass, or is it going to be difficult for me? And now he's off plowing the sugar beet field. Let's dive into here, go to the market page, and slide on down to the sugar. How much did he get up to? 863 and still climbing. So I'll see how far it gets up to. But let's go ahead. I got to go over here and help our worker in the field here. Unfortunately, the pipe is always, when a worker always goes in the field, it always seems like they're facing the wrong way. Not a big deal. I'll relieve the driver just for a moment. Tell them to step out, because they don't like to back up. Turn on the light so we can see what we're doing ourselves. And I was going to say fill her on up, but you're going to only fill her up like 2/3 of the way full. Yeah, so we'll be getting paid like that's the wrong one. 18,000 for this job, 18,600. That'd be nice. A little bit of extra income. And of course, then we'll put the rest into the bakery itself. I'm just checking for field 35. There's a contract for field 34 for sowing some wheat. Not too interested in that at all. And a lot of baling contracts. Baling contracts, I mean, they pay rather well, but it's just a lot of equipment that you got to bring. But actually, with the setup I got, it wouldn't be too bad, but everything's up in the Northern Plateau. But if you were to lease all the equipment, that's a lot of equipment that you got to bring. I mean, you can see, actually, it looks like you're using 2 mowers and plus 5 other pieces of equipment. But with the Big M, and you can swath it as you mow it, and then just have a tractor behind you baling it. Then, of course, you got to pick up the bales. Yeah, it's just, to me, it is a lot of work, but if you can make some silage out of it afterwards, it might not be too bad. Let's go ahead and deliver this to the bakery. Now we are just about half done here with this contract, and of course, like I said, tomorrow we'll have all of our fields of barley to harvest, and all that will be going to our bakery where we make bread. Oh, is it just me, or where is the traffic? Every time I back up here, there's usually tons and tons of traffic. I mean, I just saw a car go across over there. It's just my lucky day, I suppose, backing into the bakery, not having traffic come in here. And hopefully this puts us over 50%. Okay, it says 48% there, but when you come here, it says 52%. Oh well, it is what it is. Alright, I'm just going to park the truck over here for now, and I'll empty out our combine when it needs it next time. Which won't be too long from now, I'd assume. And yeah, our autonomous tractor is already over fertilizing the cotton field. So I have to move on over, and of course our Case Quad is having no issues whatsoever cultivating this field right here. But that's going to wrap up today's episode, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy watching. I appreciate you watching. Wow, words everywhere. Let me start over. That's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time right here in the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.